To give you an overview, this I've logged in as a master user, that is medical officer, who will be having access for all the settings or all the healthcare service. Now, here we have the dashboard and patient appointment, patient encounter. So, in first, let's start by creating a patient. To create a patient or view the existing patient, we have patient here. Click on the shortcut of the patient. By entering patient name or mobile number or email ID, we can actually search the patient, or we can create by add patient and add all the details, edit full form and add all the details. This patient is like a master record where a number of patient appointments can be added, vital signs can be added, encounters can be added, clinical procedure, test, everything will be at the patient level itself. And here we have some basic details like address, contact number, mail ID, etc. And we do have their medical history, allergies, surgical history, or risk factors, that is basically alcohol consumption or tobacco consumption or any other risk factors basically. Everything is at the master level. Now let's see if I can find some. Okay, for this some encounters has been already made. So two appointments were booked, one encounter is booked, and two vital signs were collected, one lab test is done. So by clicking on these things, you can actually open them and see what's the status of that, what's the report of that, etc. And for the overview, you also know here only how much has been already billed for this patient and how much is unpaid. That is basically sales invoice. So whenever a patient appointment has been done or patient lab test has been done, you collect the money. That is, you collect it by creating a sales invoice. First, you go ahead and create a sales invoice. So when you create a sales invoice, you get a create button here only, where if the payment is not collected, you'll get the payment option where you click on this and get the payment in whatever the form is preferred, maybe bank account, check, or cash, etc. Here you'll have the appointment details also. The second December was the appointment booked, that is which it is showing in green. Yeah, this is a patient a patient creation appointment booking on and an encounter. You have the service units too. This is actually in the let's see it in the tree structure. So under Medkit networks, there are so many parent and child trees. Expand all. So there is a ward called inpatient where these are the beds which are available to occupy. Yeah. And for you will have all the masters over here. If you scroll down, patient, practitioner. So for practitioner, you can have so for example, how many this practitioner Johnny has for him there are 7 patient appointments has been booked and 6 patient encounters are done, and then one lab test, one procedure, etc. And we have appointments where Johnny's schedule, whenever he's free, is been noted here. I mean, when he's available to check the patients, the schedule has been selected here. And at patient or at practitioner level, if there are different charges for outpatient and inpatient consultation, that are noted too here. And then yeah. So if I scroll down a little bit, you'll see insurance settings, faculty management. Yeah, yeah. So this is a basic flow. You create the patient. Once patient is created, we create the patient appointment. Once appointment is created, respective doctor will be able to create a patient encounter. for which the patient appointment has been booked, and then they'll prescribe. Once the prescription is completed, we will go to the patient and create the sales invoice. Basically, receptionist will do that and collect the payment, which will then create the lab test if there are any lab tests to be created. Yeah, this is a basic flow. For more information, we can get on a